She down there cooking some damn spam.
No, it's just mysterious.
I like barbecue sauce.
Hey everyone, it's Micah Fragrance here, back at it again with another video. As always, if you all are new to the channel, my name is Micah and I love fragrances. And if you guys are coming back, welcome back. Thank you all for continuing to support me. You guys can tell there is a gap in my shelf, and that is because today I'm going to be going over all of my Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances. I only have 3. I don't really know what made me want to do this video. I definitely have wanted to do some like house reviews where I go through each brand. And just kind of give my thoughts on all the fragrances. So that's what I'll be doing. And I think how I'm going to go about this is I'm going to go from the least intense being Le Beau and going up to the more intense fragrances. I guess build up the intensity of the fragrances as we go on with the list. So the first one we're going to start out with is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT. So as I said, Le Beau EDT is going to be like the freshest, easiest wear on this list in my opinion. So Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT, what does it smell like though? Let's get a spray in the air. Really nice, fresh bergamot. There's a really nice, juicy coconut in there as well. And then you get some nice tonka bean. So this is a super good fragrance. It's very fresh. This is like refreshing to the ultimate degree. Very fresh, nice, really elegant smelling coconut. A lot of people enjoy this fragrance, but there's a decent amount of people who will not like this fragrance because the coconut will not work on their skin, which that could be the case for you possibly watching this video. Fortunately enough, it's not the case for me. This stuff smells awesome off my skin. Lasts a long time as well. I get about 7 to 8 hours of longevity, 2 to 3 feet of projection. I spray this fragrance about 5 times. High compliment getter. I think you can wear this year round, but it's definitely going to shine in the spring and in the summer. And let's move on to the second most intense, which is going to be Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall. Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall is a very hyped up fragrance, and this has a lot of clones of the fragrance. Le Beau has some clones, and Le Male Elixir also has some clones, but I would say by far the most cloned Jean Paul Gaultier is going to be Ultramall. This is a really nice, fruity, playful fragrance. Let's get a spray in the air. Really nice, really juicy pear in the opening. That's really what gets brought out to me. There's a lot of woods in here as well. There's vanilla, there is lavender, there's a nice green herbal side in there as well. Phenomenal fragrance. Now this one, I'm going to say, if I could only recommend you one Jean Paul Gaultier, I would probably recommend you Ultramall, because that green earthiness gives it really, makes it so you can pretty much wear this fragrance year round. Spring, fall, winter, you can for sure wear this fragrance, and some days in the summer, I think you can wear this fragrance. Now, obviously, if it's like insanely hot, I wouldn't recommend wearing this fragrance, but if it's a cooler summer day or if it's rainy, you could definitely pull out Ultramall. Great longevity, great projection on this fragrance as well. On my skin, I go about 4 sprays with this fragrance. I get about 10 to 11 hours of longevity with 3 to 4 feet of projection. Now, the thing that's interesting, so Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT is obviously an EDT concentration. Ultramall is an EDT intense, and I get another foot of projection and 4 more hours of longevity on Ultramall. Just something interesting, but let's move on to the most intense fragrance on this list by far, and the last fragrance, Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. Le Male Elixir is one of the most hyped up fragrances in TikTok history. Same with Ultramall. These are 2 of the most hyped up fragrances in TikTok history, as I just said. But Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir, this is a gourmand take on that Le Male EDT DNA. Let's get a spray. When I smell it, it is very nice, and it has this very sweet opening, this honey sweet opening. But this fragrance in the note breakdown, lavender, vanilla, honey, mint, benzoin, tobacco. Phenomenal, nice, different take on the Le Male DNA. This one is going to be better for the youthful crowd. Now, this one is what is it? This is a parfum. So there is actually no concentration called elixir, which I think is interesting. I feel like maybe they could have an elixir concentration, but this is parfum. This stuff is really strong as well. I get about 11 to 12 hours of longevity with that same 3 to 4 feet of projection, but I only go about 3 sprays on this fragrance, and it's not that bad on pricing anymore. It's finally dropping down. You can get a 4.2 ounce for around like 110 on discounters, I feel like, at this point. Phenomenal fragrance. I got this one when it had pretty much just came out. It was my first ever Jean Paul Gaultier, and it is phenomenal. And if you guys want my final suggestions for the warmer weather, go with Le Beau EDT. For the cooler weather, go with Ultramall. And if you can only pick one, go Ultramall. But Le Male Elixir is still a phenomenal fragrance. If you love sweetness, you really gotta love sweetness. But that is my take on all three of my Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances. Let me know which one out of the ones I have is your favorite, and let me know what your favorite in general is. Thank you all. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe if you all have not already. I love each and every one of you guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.